everybody! So there's a film that just came out that was adapted from a book I recently read, and it is Me Before You. This book was incredible and the film was incredible as well. The story centers around Louisa Clark and Will Traynor. She is hired to care for Will Traynor after he has suffered from a spinal cord injury and has quadriplegia. He is almost completely paralyzed from the neck down and he can't do anything for himself. She thinks she's hired to do one thing, but later on she discovers she was hired to do something completely different. He is basically suicidal. He does not want to live this way. She makes it her mission to show him that he can have just as great of a life being paralyzed as when he wasn't. It is a very thought-provoking film. It left me heartbroken at the end, but I love the way the characters were portrayed. I don't have too many complaints about the film, but I will say I enjoyed the book a lot more. The film just seemed a bit jumpy at moments. Because they left out a lot of important things from the book. Like, there is an entire scene between Lou and Will that I felt was incredibly important and was completely left out of the film. The scene I'm talking about in the books is when Will and Lou go to the maze by the castle, and Will challenges Lou to go into the maze and he'll time her and how long it takes her to get out. Well, she panics and he has to come find her. And in the book, they don't exactly use the term rape, but she explains to him that when she was younger, she got drunk and did all these things and went into the maze with a bunch of men, and she blacked out at one point, and they don't use the term in the book, but we pretty much know that is what happened, and that was completely wiped from the film. It is not in there. I felt it was incredibly important. I don't know why it was left out. And the thing about the film, the thing that started to annoy me a little bit, Will's mom wasn't as mean as she was in the book. Will's dad, they completely skipped over the fact that he was cheating on his wife for years, and that once Will died, he was planning to leave his wife. It's just, there's a lot of things in the books that I felt were really important, and parts of the characters that really made up who these characters were, they were just stripped away and not in the film. Another thing, Patrick wasn't as much of an ass in the film as he was in the book. I mean, there is an entire part in the book where we find out that Patrick has cashed in on the knowledge that Will has plans to go to Dignitas and commit suicide. I can't believe parts like that were cut from the film. I don't even know if they were filmed originally or what, but that kind of irked me. Actually, it more than irked me, it pissed me off quite a bit. But Lou and Will, they were portrayed perfectly. We had Emilia Clarke playing Lou and Sam Claflin playing Will. They did a wonderful job, and all of the moments between them were so great and heartwarming. I just wish that the story ended better than it ends. It ends the same as in the books. Spoiler alert, Will goes to Dignitas and Lou goes with him. And yeah, so he commits suicide. The thing that broke my heart the most, I think, about this entire story, the book and the film, was that Lou spent so much time. She loved him. She poured her heart out to Will, and he told her it wasn't enough. There is so much to live for, so much to live for. It's heartbreaking. It's a heartbreaking story, and of course I wish it would have had a different ending, but it's a work of fiction, and that's just how things go. That's just how things go. Now, there is one other big difference that I think I need to point out between the book and film. In the book, when Louisa professes her love to Will, he actually tells her it's not enough. It's not enough. He doesn't tell her, like, they really toned it down in the film, but he just flat out refuses her love in the book, really. That's just the way he said it. I really recommend, if you have watched this film and want to know more about the story and more about these characters, please read the book, because there is so much left out. Anyways, I'm really interested to see if we're gonna actually get a sequel to this film because there is another book. It's called After You, and I would really like to see that. I am currently reading the book at the moment, and it is very interesting. I'm pretty afraid to get to the ending. I don't know how it is going to end. This movie had such an excellent cast. I mean, I felt like I was watching so many different fandoms colliding. We had Emilia Clarke and Charles Dance from Game of Thrones. We had Sam Claflin from The Hunger Games and Pirates of the Caribbean. We had Jenna Coleman from Doctor Who and Matthew Lewis from Harry Potter. They all did such a wonderful job in this film, and I cannot wait to see what each and every one of them does next. If you enjoyed this, please remember to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.